Foi um sonho já contra ele, então é um prazer estar competindo contra ele, tenho certeza que vai.
Yes, Makabyle. He feels there is unfinished business here with this club.
Well, these guys do hold rivalries close, and we'd be saying, right, you've been to so many events, you're the OG, right, as I say. But I do feel like, what is it that, like, when you see these scenarios play out, like, is the difference with the likes of USMAKABYLE in terms of him going on to win something? Is it confidence? Is it just gets in his head a little bit, or?
It's really strange that you asked me that, Barry, because I was just doing my research this morning and looking over his USMAKABYLE, and I was thinking, this guy has won 3 world titles, he's had so much success, arguably the greatest eFootball player of all time, firmly in that conversation. He has really historically struggled at these club events.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what's interesting to me about it as well.
AC Milan 2024 final, losing there to Kalahard, as well, there is early chances here for both players. Lost to Kalahard 1-0. Then, of course, in the Barcelona finals of 2024, that same year, lost on penalties. Then the Arsenal finals in the very same year was out in the group stages of the club event finals. So it depends. It's almost like a different USMAKABYLE that turns up to these events. It's definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. To introduce our players, of course, Eduardinho in the home strip, blue cursor, with a nice double touch by Lamine Yamal. And he's just proving to the 3-time world champion, I don't care how many accolades you've got, I'm going to do those skill moves. Here's Yamal, who can he find? Only the goalkeeper for now, Rashford! And Eduardinho's in front!
It's brilliant dribbling out wide. Again, absolutely rinses coming in, and then Rashford is the man of the hour yet again. That's almost the dream start. Proper possession, takes it up wide. You said it, showboating skills and saying, listen, I respect you down. It's just an unbelievable goal. And a bit of luck, Harry, as well, for the bounce back.
Completely sent USMAKABYLE the wrong way and had time. So 1-0 to the Romario Cup champion of 2026. And USMAKABYLE finds himself at an early deficit here. Coming forward now with Marcus Rashford near side. Sadly, nothing doing from that one, but yeah, not the ideal start for USMAKABYLE, who's been in some wars so far. Of course, a 6-goal loss in his first game. Of course, 5-1 losing to Hituok, and then, as we saw in the results, 7 goals. A 7-goal thriller in which he came out on top against Katsupia. He's had some scrapes so far as the 3-time world champion.
It's good dribbling again. Out wide is coming into it in a big way here. Both of these guys are very flair, very flashy, showboaty almost.
Lamine Yamal here for USMAKABYLE. Into the box and out again, and trying to find the return pass. Yamal dispossessed. And Eduardinho, his concentration levels, it's what I always talk about when defending. You have to concentrate and anticipate every possible outcome. His concentration has been, in the opening 25, absolutely spot on. Has to defend here, though. Fermin for USMAKABYLE, cross across the face of goal, looking for Yamal, and it's off the stanchion behind the goal.
It's a good chance again, but it's kind of a half chance. He's putting it up there, not the best player to be heading the ball there. You'd want somebody else on that, but again, early warning signs for both these guys, kind of similar. It's not as tactical as I would have thought. It seems to be a lot of attacking football going on here, Harry.
Which we love to see, of course. And sometimes you play up to the style of your opponent. And wow, look at the space here for Fermin near side, up against Koundé. Cross, far post, and Lewandowski!
That's what we wanted. That's what he would have wanted. And this time, the right man does get the ball in, and the right man does make no mistake. And that's the difference between putting it onto Lewandowski's head and that position.
Time and time again, USMAKABYLE would have been conceding this type of goal to Lewandowski in the eFootball Championship Pro, playing against him on the various teams that he was on, USMAKABYLE, but Now he finally gets a chance to use Lewandowski.
And, it's an interesting game. I keep saying it, but it's very, very open.
Fascinating affair we have here. The three-time world champion gets back on level terms. It makes me wonder where we will head next. Which direction will this tie go in? As USMAKABYLE definitely growing into this one. That's a bit clumsy by Balde.
Just a bit too late.
Nice switch of the play there. But I mean, oh, that's a good one too. And now look at the space for Rashford if he can get his boot onto that one. You see the ideas from USMAKABYLE, just needs to tighten up a little bit. Playing with a smile on his face right now, but Eduardinho,
super tackle,
trying to gallop on that far side. Really direct play from USMAKABYLE so far. We're approaching half time. 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Eduardinho 1, USMAKABYLE 1.
Oh, that's super play. Just
nice
overhit.
Back heel, but as you said, slightly overcooked that time around. The idea was there, though.
Yeah, it was. And those over-the-top through balls from USMAKABYLE are causing a little bit of hassle, even on the second ball, the rebounded ball, picking up the scraps.
Lamine near side. Here for USMAKABYLE. Oh, that's special. That is lovely.
It's all about the ball in, though, as you said, Harry. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, I love that animation. And it's the Englishman with the left foot. Stoppage time as a formality here at the end of the first half. But from 1-0 down to 2-1 up is USMAKABYLE. Back in the driving seat here on the stage. Again, another regular of this studio throughout the eFootball Championship Pro Days. And the referee will signal the end of the first half here. USMAKABYLE 2.
It hasn't been pretty.
1.
It hasn't been pretty in terms of like
that little bit of class from USMAKABYLE that seems to be the difference here. I think Eduardinho needs to make sure that he knows that he is in
him today.
Indeed, and it's been a trademark of his play. I still remember, again, alluding back to those eFootball Championship Pro Days. He loves that switch of the play, finding that extra man. Wants that space on the wing to try and formulate and make his opponents second guess any plans that he comes up with. Second half underway. Eduardinho still in the home strip. This time attacking right to left. Trailing 2 goals to 1. Lamine Yamal has continued his run here, and well, the goalkeeper has that one safely in the end. But Eduardinho, he would love to join Facile, who both of these men know quite well for different reasons. Of course, we mentioned it in 2024, as USMAKABYLE did as well, losing in that shootout there. Well, Eduardinho is into the box here with Rashford, so I'll come back to my point. Can he find any Blaugrana shirts? Really nice footwork, but it just has 2 men to beat here. He's going further and further from the goal, but Firmino is still in there. Back heel, looking for Pedri. Oh, it's given away. Oh, where's it going here? It's finally cleared. And Yamal, for USMAKABYLE, just relieving the pressure here. That was so dangerous.
My God, that could have gone anywhere. That could have gone anywhere. It's a super ball again, though, and again out wide, cutting in. An inverted type of winger. I think I need a breath after that one, Harry. That was the carnage there. But it's been that sort of game, hasn't it? It's just been, I won't say sloppy, but it definitely has been a little bit messy.
Really dangerous, and there is some of that messiness you were alluding to. I mentioned Facile, of course, 2024. USMAKABYLE losing on penalties there, 5-4 in this very competition at this very stage. In fact, the final of that one, of course. As for Eduardinho, of course, Footy was the man he beat 4-3 and then 2-1 in the Romario Cup to qualify for this competition. So they both know the man who's the only console player qualified for the World Finals at this point in time very well indeed. Here's Marcus Rashford. Tries to break the lines, but with 20 minutes to go, we'd imagine there's some changes to be made here fairly soon. Been a good second half though so far for Eduardinho.
It's open. I think Eduardinho was probably going to gamble and say, listen, I just need one chance to get back into it and then go for it, or then decide what he wants to do. He'll probably take it into maybe the 80th minute for one or two last chances.
Far side, Firmino and Pedri. Very industrious, and there's that switch to the play again.
Serious ball.
Really nice, right on a postage stamp to Lamine Yamal. And Lewandowski's there! Oh, it's so quick! And just like that.
It's a brilliant, brilliant ball. It completely takes out the defence. And then from when he comes inside, I mean, the goals, he has to keep it quick before Eduardinho can rotate back. But it's all about the ball out wide. We've been saying it. I know it's easy to say it when you're sitting here where we are and say you need to close that gap down. In fairness to USMAKABYLE, counter, I'm playing quick counter. That doesn't mean you can't switch the play as well. You know, you can still play out wide even though you're tactically set up in the game the way these two guys are. Either it's quick counter tactics set up. That doesn't mean you can't manually trigger stuff and manually look for those gaps. And that has been a masterclass from Uzma today. And every time he's pulled the trigger on it, it's resulted in a chance or a goal.
Well, latest goal scored by USMAKABYLE. Three-time world champion, 3 goals to his name. And if Eduardinho wants a lifeline here, well, it needs to start right now. The double touch. Almost.
That was kind of the chance, though, you feel. Still time.
Still time and still a chance if he can get this corner routine right. Front post. Araujo cannot head it on, sadly. And now we'll see the experience of USMAKABYLE really kick in. That one's a bit wayward, though. You can see his frustrations on the player cam. Javi into the box here. Eduardinho searching for a lifeline.
It's just going to try and kill the game out now, you know, and USMAKABYLE has been here before where he knows how to control the game. It just takes one chance to get back into it, but as the clock ticks, it needs to be now.
Taking a page from his opponent's playbook here, Eduardinho. Big switch, forces the eyes onto the far side. Oh, nice super cancelling as well. He's turning USMAKABYLE left and right, breaking ankles, and oh, this ball could go anywhere. Rashford still in there. Oh, it's wide. Both men are absolutely...
They're going crazy here. It's just been that type of game, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been that type of game. It's been messy, it's been sloppy, there's rebounds, there's bodies everywhere, there's frustrations. They multiply and they get more and more tense and more capable of frustration.
You're not wrong about that, Barry, and part of me wonders if that has been the Achilles heel, so to speak, of USMAKABYLE in these club event finals. 3 times in the past he's gotten to this stage. All 3 times he's failed to qualify for the World Finals. Rashford here for Eduardinho. Dispossessed, and the reason we bring that up, Barry, of course, is not to rub salt in the wound, but because USMAKABYLE is a 3-time world champion. We expect him to win these tournaments. But 0 for 3 is very uncharacteristic and not what we expect of USMAKABYLE. So far, so good, though.
This is a huge result for him, and that's why he's probably getting a little bit animated. We'll ask him there in a minute. I'll dare asking him in a minute. But that's why he probably is getting a little animated, because it is a big swing game.
You're absolutely right. I think USMAKABYLE will definitely agree with you. 3 points in the bag. And Eduardinho bested on the stage again. Our Romario Cup champion falls to the 3-time world champion, who is in danger